Hi guys, my name's Jessica Heartless. A lot of you may know me as XXJessica or XX on Instagram, and I will put the link down below. So today I wanted to make a video. I wasn't sure what I wanted to make because I have been very low on inspiration right now due to quarantining, general feeling like I'm not good enough because depression's a bitch, as it is. Anyway, I ended up coming to the conclusion that I should make a video describing why I am like this. People call me a scene queen, people call me emo, people call me a goth, which is like, I understand if I'm wearing all black or whatever, but when I'm wearing things like this, I've actually been called a goth in pretty much this entire outfit, and it's like, honey, I'm literally wearing a purple tutu and a Hello Kitty top. Do you really think I'm goth? But no, I do know some goths. They're lovely people, actually, so no hate. But anyway, basically, the origin of my style starts way back. Okay, so I was about 4 years old, and you might be thinking, okay, aren't we talking about your style? Why would you be thinking about dressing weird like this and when you were 4 years old? I was a weird kid, okay, guys? I literally used to build castles out of my Mega Blocks that were literally, I named them these things, such as the Castle of Doom, and then I had a single block that was the Key of Death, and again, in other words, I was a weird kid. I still kind of am, but we'll get to that. So, 4 years old, I am there being my weird-ass self, fucking watching my Teletubbies and being like, wow, that looks cursed. They are terrifying, guys. And then I decided, Mum, Dad, when I'm big, I want to be a goth. And they were like, sure, honey. To be honest, I don't know how I knew what a goth was. I didn't know any goths. I had never seen a goth. I didn't watch any media, anything with goths in them. I was literally just watching CBeebies. But somehow I did. It was a calling. So I waited a lot of years to be big enough to be a goth. When I was about 9, I completely cut out colour from my wardrobe and I was left wearing black and grey clothes from, like, M&S, I think it was. I wore a lot of stuff from Tesco's, Asda, but mainly M&S. I didn't actually get anything specialist goth for a while because I was like 9, what do you expect? I didn't wear proper makeup, obviously, I was 9. When I was about 11, I meddled with some black eyeshadow, which was basically ridiculously unpigmented things from Claire's. You know, the ones you have those little tiny shit applicators with the sponges, and you put it on your eyelid, and you're like, that is not black, that is a very sheer grey. And I just used to put it up there. Nothing else, just, and I didn't do anything. I had my whole bushy eyebrows. It was great. I still had my braces on at that point. I think I started getting my braces. Yeah, and then that was me thinking I was really hardcore. And then, when I was about 12 years old, I started high school. And I was, like, still there in my black and grey M&S clothing. This was the same year I bought my first ever proper goth thing, by the way. I got a black tank top. I think I still have it, actually. But a black tank top that has a massive pentagram and a bunch of just general cool imagery. Said Bitchcraft on it. Yes, I know I was 12. Yes, I know I probably shouldn't have been wearing that back then. Yes, I know I was. But, I was obsessed with this thing. I loved it. I wore it to death. It's actually ripping apart at the seams, and yet I still wear it sometimes. Yeah, and then at that kind of time, when I was first starting high school, getting involved in my style, I heard some magical music to my ears, the saviour, my light. I heard American Idiot by Green Day. Now, I know that's not exactly goth. I wasn't really goth at that point either. We got to admit that. I was 9, well, 12 at this point, but you know what I mean. So, I had never heard proper music. I was listening to like 80s, 90s pop, whatever, because that's what my mum listens to. I did like music, but I wasn't a music lover, I wouldn't say. So I heard American Idiot by Green Day in the school corridors. My old friend just showed it to me. I fell in love. So I listened to Green Day, and I was like in that moment, I got chills down my spine. Honey, I was out of it. And so, there became my journey. Emo. I was like, honey, goth? No, we don't know her. Emo. Emo is the new thing. I was like, full on into it. And then, from Green Day, American Idiot, I must say, I listened to pretty much the entire discography, I can't speak, but you get the general gist, of Green Day. Then I started listening to things like Pierce the Veil, and then I listened to Black Veil Brides, and then I listened to every other band in that kind of general scene in existence. And I became obsessed. I was a full-on kind of 13-year-old fan fiction writer at that point, right? Like, literally reading and writing like Andley smut. Even though I was 13, I should not have been reading and writing any of that stuff. But yeah, I ended up trying to evolve my style. I got a haircut. I must say, this haircut, it was some next level shit. So, this is the reason I do not go to the hairdressers anymore. I asked for kind of general short emo hair. I had the hair down to my waist, by the way, at this point, and I was like, fuck it, something new, it will grow back in a couple minutes, and it was like, no. I still haven't got there. So yeah, I was trying to grow it back now. I am trying to grow it back, I must say. I cut it. I wanted it to be up to here. I wanted it to be kind of like Adriana Tiga. I don't know if you know, it was like very swoopy, very emo, very MySpace. They gave me the Karen haircut. I kid you not, it was the full-on Karen haircut. There was nothing different. It was just my natural brown hair in the Karen haircut. The Karen haircut! We don't do that. We don't like that. I don't like it. No shade to anyone who's Karen, but like, no. And it was awful. It was so insanely bad that I grew my hair out, got rid of my fringe and all. Everything. For about a year. Until I was about 13. And I was like, wow, I haven't got a fringe. And I snipped it myself. It wasn't that bad. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't actually that bad. I have not been to the hairdresser since that one time, by the way. I don't like them, I don't trust them. My hair is mine, I've been cutting it for years now. But no, there became my hairdressing experience. And at this time, I'd also started evolving my style more. And I was wearing like black My Chem t-shirts and like a kind of black and red flannels, that kind of general thing. Discovered like studded belts and stuff, you know. And then I was like, what's this scene thing about? So I started listening to Metro Station. I was like, that's pretty good. Then I started listening to all these crazy bands, like, listened to some old school Jeffree Star, I listened to some Ghost Town, The Millionaires, Broken Side, Blood on the Dance Hall, we're not going to talk about that though, all this kind of stuff. And I was like, wow, I'm obsessed already. And from then on began my scene journey. I'm still like this, let's be honest. But, so, after listening to these bands, I was like, what's this neon about? I don't wear colour, I don't know her, but I want her. I like it. So, I went on Amazon, bought my first pink tutu, pink bow, and a single pink hair extension, and I was fucking thrilled. I was so happy. It was amazing. Okay, So, now we're into the new chapter of my life. As I like to call her, Beatus Jess. So, I was discovering a lot of eyeliner at this point. I'd already been wearing like couple circles around my eyes, you know, the usual. Well, not as such, but you know what I mean. And I discovered winged eyeliner. People think I do big wings now. I quite literally had my wings out to here every day. I actually had to stop doing that because it was costing me so much money just to afford the amount of eyeliner I was putting on. So I had to cut down. I became an eyeliner addict, not gonna lie. But anyway, when I put on my first pink tutu, my pink bow, and my pink hair extension, bear in mind I had dyed black hair at this point too, because my hair's like natural brown and I dyed it like a couple months before for the first time. To my parents' distaste, told them I was going around a friend's, told me I couldn't dye my hair till I was 16. I was 15 at the time. Sorry, Mum. Sorry, Dad. But anyway, so, back on track. No, I felt like a fucking goddess. At this point, I'd started hanging around with another influencer. I'm not going to mention any names or anything, but, yeah, so I had, like, gained a little bit of a following from him, so, like, only a couple hundred. But I felt like that was a lot. I was like, wow, I've got, like, 500 followers. I feel so famous. Oh, honey, no. I'm cringing just thinking about that time in my life. So, I started posting pictures of me and my newly found love for scene fashion. As I like to call it, I wore the exact same outfit every single day. I had one pink tutu, one bow, and one pink hair extension. The only tops I ever wore was a panda top with like a bunch of neon crazy stuff that I'd gotten from my auntie, who used to be emo, a couple years back. I just stretched that over myself, and a single black vest top. That was like the only outfit I ever wore. It was really bad. But I ended up going out and being like, maybe this isn't good, because I realised I was doing something very, very, very wrong. I was straightening my hair. Yes, I know my hair isn't properly straightened today either, but I was straightening my hair. I have extremely naturally wavy hair and frizzy hair. I have proper, like, poof. I just had dips in my hair all over the place. It was awful. Absolutely dreadful. And I was like, okay, better fix that. And I did. I'm so glad I did. I learnt that lesson after about 3 years of straightening my hair. And yeah, sorry, this time in my life is so cringy. I ended up realising I probably need a few more outfits. And that was the same time I discovered Hello Kitty. That's when it started going poof. I was seen. I was full on there. I started hanging around with a musician who is actually a scene musician. Not going to name names because I don't know if he's comfortable with me saying. But no, I hang around with some really cool people. Well, that squeak. I'm very squeaky, by the way, guys. And yeah, bearing in mind, about a year prior to this, I was starting my music career. I was getting on track with learning guitar. Yeah, I'm a guitarist too. And I started going on my vocal journey. Okay. I decided I wanted to be a scene singer. Now, this is way out of... That's not happening. Not really. I wish I would, but it's not. Because I'm an indie kind of girl. I sing indie. I play indie. I do kind of little acoustic things. I'm nowhere near that talented to make scene beats. But I was adamant that I was going to make it and I was going to be amazing. I was going to be like a Melissa from the Millionaires. Hence, I started wearing some ridiculously huge bows. And then I realised I needed to make the swoop bigger, and I just kept swooping it over, pin, all these hair extensions, all this crazy stuff. Next thing I know, I'm making candy beads and I've got about 15 tutus. That is not a joke. I actually, to this day, have 17 tutus, which is absolutely crazy because not even ballerinas need 17 tutus. I then got an unhealthy addiction to Monster, and I was like, wow, I'm hardcore. She says, wearing a Hello Kitty shirt. And this kind of carried on for a bit. By this time, in the last year, my following had gone from about 500 to now, which I am at, over 5.6 thousand. So I was mind blown. I don't know how this happened. I am just a bitch being myself. And I'm honestly so thankful it did. And if it wasn't for this style, the world probably wouldn't have known Jessica Heartless. And I don't know anything, because it's crazy to think I could be just another girl. Ombre hair, white crop tops with blue mum jeans. And it honestly scares me, that thought. So that's why I preach, be yourself. Don't care whatever other people think. As long as you're not harming anybody, doing anything illegal or anything. You do you. It really doesn't matter. Because we're all human. People will say, oh, you're wearing too much makeup, you're wearing too many colours, this is childish, can't wear tutus, can't wear candy beads, can't do all of that. And I say, watch me. I have a fan base, I have a following, I get money. People buy my songs now, people buy my merch, I've had donations given to me, I get fan art. And I'm so thankful for every single one of you who've done this for me. And this is why I'm sharing my journey, to tell you guys that you don't have to come from a massive rich family to get anything. I started from nowhere. And even I managed to do it. So just be yourselves. Go do what you want to do. And from going from a 4-year-old who wanted to be a goth so bad, to me now, who is a full-on scene queen, that's been a journey. A very big journey, very long journey, but a journey nonetheless. And I hope you guys can all be yourselves and share your stories in the comments if you wish. So thank you for the bottom of my heart from everything you guys have given me. And I guess I'll see you around. Bye guys. Stay happy.